The sun is just getting out of his bullshit. The sun is just waking up out of his sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because the sun falls in Libra. But the moon falls in Scorpio. So for the most part, when it comes to the emotions, and when it comes to the feelings and things of that nature, and when it comes to a Scorpio moon, for the most part, it's modified very different. Where a Scorpio sun sign, sometimes they may show hiddenness, but it may not deal with no emotional chaos. A lot of times they just create auras. A lot of times they just act eighth house like. They just act secretive. They just act like they need to transform things. You know what I'm saying? And they're here to transform things. The motherfucking Scorpio moon is actually going through the goddamn transformations. They're actually going through it emotionally. They can't even put themselves out there to be seen in certain ways. So you might not even see a Scorpio moon. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're part of their family, unless you know them personally. You know what I'm saying? Or if they got a motherfucking air sun sign. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of earth. But it depends on which earth one it is. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, if they got like a fire sun and that Scorpio moon, you might not even see that person. That person's going to be super detached. And if they got a water sun, like Cancer or Pisces, with this water moon, Scorpio, fixated, for the most part, you only might, if you see them, you're only going to see them with people that they're close with. It might be a hard time for you to even get close to them and things of that nature. So keep that in mind. So when you're talking about just a Scorpio moon in general, these are people who they don't know how to handle their emotions and feelings. And it's not only their own, they don't know how to handle other people's emotions and feelings. And everybody got emotions and feelings. So let's think about when you are a Scorpio moon and you are around others and you're a water sign. So you're picking up all these emotions and feelings already, right? You're picking up a whole bunch of shit you don't know what to do with. You're picking up a whole bunch of stuff you don't know how to handle. You're picking up a whole bunch of stuff you already in the dark of your own. You don't even know how to handle your own. And now you're being forced to deal with everybody else's. So for the most part, now you're being overwhelmed by the world. So you find this necessary need that you have no choice but to need your personal space. And here's where that Mars come in again. You need your personal space. Mars don't like to ask questions or ask others before it's doing what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, it doesn't matter if it's feminine or masculine side of Mars. That's how Mars get down. So anytime you got Mars in Taurus, Mars in Libra, Mars in Cancer, you might have a hard time going out for yourself, regardless of with it or not. So when you got a Scorpio moon here, right, and you're dealing with all this passion inside, you're by default an individual. You're by default lost into your own passions. But then when you got Scorpio moon, it can't come out. So it's like, damn, you're fighting yourself. All this passions is yourself and shit like that. And it can't come out. You don't know how to present it in a relatable way. So it just becomes internal. So you in dire need of somebody who match your frequency vibrations also, because you might not be seen. And you might go somewhere and lay up underneath your bed somewhere and die, and no one know where you at for weeks later. Somebody got to come get you, come find you. That's why you better make sure you're releasing yourself so you can have people in your life who do care about you. Because you know how to care about yourself. Now, that's one thing. Scorpio moons know how to care about their goddamn self. Now, I'm an Aries sun, goddamn it, and I'm an 8-degree Sagittarius moon. So, goddamn, I understand Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. But I done damn near created the Scorpio constellation. I'm in an Aries heart. Goddamn it, I'm Uriel. And Aries, goddamn it, I was here before the Scorpio constellation itself. So my body of water made that shit. So I understand that circumstance. Thank you so much for the donation, Chrissy. When we talk about Scorpio moons, I even deal with this shit. And then my moon fall into the 4th house with Pluto there. And my 4th house is Scorpio. And my moon didn't even make it in my Sag 15 degrees house, 5th house. So for the most part, it's almost like dealing with stinging yourself. And you don't know how to live life without stinging yourself. So it's like feeling bad. That's the only way you know how to feel good. Looking at scenarios in the worst way. That's the only way you know how to prepare yourself so you don't experience that. It's like, it's a fucked up way of looking at the world, but it's secure. It's safety. But that same sense of security and safety is what blocks you from the world also. So even though it's a gift, you might hinder yourself from experiencing what everybody else is experiencing. The curse is the reason why you don't experience it, because it's seen as the most scariest thing in the world. This shit seems scary. I got to deal with other people's feelings. I got to deal with the world. I got to deal with responsibilities. I got to know what this shit going to do tomorrow, and I got to actually accept it. That's the scariest shit in the world. That's some scary shit. I don't want to deal with that shit. I'd rather just get lost into mysticism and find other ways to deal with life. You know what I'm saying? And Scorpio moons can come to. Scorpio moons, it's important for you to be into astrology, mysticism, gypsy, wizardry, all kind of shit. Because without no other means of how to sustain yourself in life, if you only have to look at life the way everybody else do, aka your job, other people, other things in the mundane world, if this is the only thing you got in order for you to feel safe, you might kill yourself. See what I'm saying? Or you might be in a worse situation in your life, or you might separate, or you might be the black sheep, or you might just separate yourself from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I know. I deal with this shit. Yeah. Why y'all think I'm Marchese? Why y'all think I'm in a flight cave right now? Why y'all think I got thousands and thousands of fucking videos and shit like that? Why y'all think all I talk about is spirituality, mysticism, and a cult? Why y'all think I'm so fucking opposing? See what I'm saying? Why y'all think I manifest so many people who's on their own journey, aka they're already black sheeps and see the world differently, because they have already been through a bunch of catastrophic and trial and tribulations. Their God. You know what I'm saying? You could very well be watching my channel right now, and I'm the last person you would tell you be watching anybody else. But it's a whole bunch of other people who got similar content to me, but you probably feel comfortable presenting them. Or you probably feel more comfortable with letting people know that you listen to them and talk to them like that. See, and I'm not mad at that. I understand that. Because that's what I'm into. I only watch shit that nobody else watch. I only do things in my own personal life that nobody else do. Because that's my life. So that's how I'm going to manifest up. So we all on the same path. I get it. We soul group. We are one thing. Y'all not watching. I'm not a teacher that teach y'all like how everybody else try to make themselves look like. I'm not doing nothing but reminding you of what you already know. So we all on the same thing. We all one. So I pretty much probably watch the same thing y'all watch. I pretty much know the same things y'all know about. I pretty much listen to the same music y'all listen to. I am y'all. You get it? So it's like, it's deep. But if I haven't found y'all, I'll be lost in the sauce. See what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will never find me on the internet. They'll never find this deafness in depth. And that's Scorpio Moon in general. And if you don't got nobody around you can share that with, this is why you secluded. This is why you dark. This is why you somewhere by yourself watching Archangel Uriel videos. This is why you probably feel like sometimes it ain't worth living. I need to kill myself. This is why when you was at school, you rather stay in the area that gravitate as less attention as possible. You know what I'm saying? This is why you in a situation. Thank you so much for the donation, Chrissy. This is why you in a situation where slowly but surely, that's the example of why you need external references in order to sustain yourself in this astral travel. You need mysticism. You need spirituality. You need witchcraft. You need wizardry. Otherwise, it's no worth living. I know that's how I feel. God damn it. Real shit. Now, when it comes into this goddamn ascendant, now when it comes into your ascendant, it plays out very different with your ascendant. But they all experience